Hello, I'm Peter Bergman. This is my official YouTube channel. I'll be updating you with the latest news, so please subscribe to my channel.
Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today is an absolutely beautiful day, but the drama we are about to unpack is anything but peaceful. We are thrilled to have you here as we dive into the latest, most explosive developments from Genoa City. Grab a comfortable seat, pour yourself a massive cup of coffee, and brace yourselves, because we have so much ground to cover and the stakes have never been higher. Okay, I literally cannot believe this. Can we please process this mess together? Might delete this later, but I seriously can't stay silent about this anymore. Please tell me I'm not the only one losing my mind over this. I am sitting here at 3 a.m. My eyes are literally bleeding from staring at the screen for hours, and my brain is basically a puddle of melted wires because of what we just witnessed. Unbelievable, guys. What's going on here? Look, I thought I had seen every possible iteration of the mustache wrath over the decades. I thought I knew the absolute depths of his villainy. But suddenly, we are thrown into a narrative so dark, so violently twisted, that it is basically rewriting the entire playbook of Genoa City revenge plots. Listen, Victor is literally using Matt to kidnap Kane. Yes, you heard me right. The Victor Newman is orchestrating a full-blown off-the-books abduction, and Matt is his chosen weapon of mass destruction. Basically, we need to talk about the sheer audacity of this move, because honestly, it's a total game changer. Victor isn't just sending a generic warning. He is completely obliterating the line between corporate warfare and actual literal criminal hostage situations. Basically, the evidence was right there in front of us the entire time. The secret meetings, the hushed phone calls, the way Victor's jaw clenched every single time Kane's name was brought up in the Newman Enterprises boardroom. Suddenly, the puzzle pieces snap together, and the picture is terrifying. Honestly, Victor doesn't just want to ruin Kane financially. He wants to break him psychologically. He wants to strip away every single ounce of Kane's dignity, and he's using Matt to do the absolute dirtiest work imaginable. And honestly, Matt is the absolute perfect, terrifying tool for this job. Look, we have to talk about Matt. Basically, this guy is a major flex for Victor's payroll. He's not just some random bumbling goon who is going to mess up the job. He is a calculated, cold-blooded operative who operates entirely off the grid. Honestly, watching Matt stalk Kane, tracking his every single move, learning his daily routines, it is low-key an obsession for me right now. It is cinematic, it is terrifying, and it is basically the most gripping television I have seen in a decade. Suddenly, Kane is just walking to his car, completely unaware that his entire life is about to be violently interrupted. Matt strikes with absolute, lethal precision. No messy struggle, no witnesses screaming for help, just a swift, brutal extraction that proves Victor's resources are literally infinite. Wait, why are we like this? Why am I low-key cheering for the villain's tactical execution? I hate Victor for this. Actually, no. I respect the absolute ruthless hustle. It's brilliant, but it's evil. But honestly, it's brilliant. Listen, we really need to dig into the why times of it all. Why Kane? Honestly, Kane has been dancing on Victor's last nerve for what feels like an absolute eternity. Basically, this isn't just about a bad business deal or a minor personal slight. This is about respect. Victor Newman demands total, unwavering fealty, and Kane has repeatedly tried to step out of his lane, challenging the Newman Empire, disrespecting the legacy, and basically acting like he is completely untouchable. Look, nobody is untouchable in Genoa City. Nobody. Victor has been simmering, letting the toxic rage build up in his system, calculating the exact perfect moment to strike for maximum devastation. Honestly, the revenge motive here is so pure, so unadulterated, that it feels like a massive throwback to the golden era of soap operas, where villains didn't just sue you in civil court, they locked you in a subterranean dungeon and threw away the key. Whoa, I've really gone off chasing butterflies into another dimension. I'm sitting here thinking about Kane's entire chaotic history, the whole fake identity era, the Australian accent that sometimes slips when he's yelling, the endless, exhausting drama with Lily and the twins. I mean, remember when Kane was basically a completely different person? Remember the whole Langley situation and the mob ties? Honestly, maybe Kane deserves a little bit of karma for all the lies he told back in the day. Wait, no. Nobody deserves to be literally kidnapped and held hostage by a billionaire's rogue mercenary. Bringing the signal back, let's stick to the script. We are talking about Victor's current, active, incredibly illegal revenge plot, and how Matt is the physical manifestation of Victor's unchecked wrath. Basically, the scenes of Kane in captivity are going to be absolutely grueling to watch. Look, Matt isn't just holding Kane in some luxury hotel room with room service. This is a dark, isolated, completely off the books location. Suddenly, Kane wakes up, his head is pounding, he is completely disoriented, and the horrific realization hits him like a speeding freight train he has crossed. The one man in this universe you never cross. Honestly, the psychological warfare is going to be insane. Victor doesn't even need to be in the room to inflict pain. Matt is doing all the heavy lifting, delivering Victor's chilling messages, breaking Kane down hour by grueling hour, day by agonizing day. It is a terrifying masterclass in psychological torture. And I am literally screaming at my screen every single episode. Listen, we have to analyze Victor's massive God complex here. Honestly, it has reached absolute terminal velocity. Basically, Victor truly believes he is the judge, jury, and executioner of Genoa City. He doesn't trust the police. He doesn't trust the legal system. He only trusts his own twisted, draconian sense of justice. Look at him sitting in that massive leather chair at the ranch, sipping his expensive drink, looking into the fireplace, knowing exactly where Kane is and exactly what Matt is doing to him at that very second. It is chilling. Honestly, it is the ultimate power trip. He is playing 4D chess with human lives, and Kane is just a pathetic pawn that got way too close to the king. Basically, Victor is sending a brutal, undeniable message to everyone else in town. This is exactly what happens when you test the Newman family. Wait, why are we like this? The fandom is completely split right now, and it is a massive, chaotic feedback loop of transcendent hype and absolute narrative betrayal. Honestly, half the viewers are absolutely horrified, screaming all over social media that Victor has finally gone too far this time, that he needs to be locked up in a federal prison for the rest of his natural life. But basically, the other half, the hardcore legacy stans, the ones who have been riding this wave since the ADS, are eating this up with a spoon. They are saying, yes, the mustache is back. This is the ruthless, unapologetic, terrifying Victor Newman we know and love. Honestly, I am torn right down the middle. I am so emotionally compromised right now. I am literally shaking as I type this because the narrative stakes have never, ever been higher. Look, let's talk a little bit more about Matt. Basically, the writers have struck absolute gold with this character. He isn't just a mindless robotic drone following orders. Honestly, there is a deeply sinister intelligence to him. The way he interacts with Kane, the subtle agonizing taunts, the twisted psychological games he plays just to pass the time, Matt is actually enjoying this. He is enjoying being the blunt instrument of Victor's revenge. Suddenly you realize that Matt might be even more dangerous than Victor himself because Matt has absolutely nothing to lose. He is a ghost in the system. If this whole thing goes sideways, Victor can just disavow him and hire top-tier lawyers, but Matt is the one actually holding the gun. Honestly, the dynamic between Captive Kane and Captor Matt is low-key my new obsession. It is so tense, so incredibly claustrophobic, you can literally cut the tension in that room with a machete. And honestly, what if Matt turns on Victor? What if Matt decides he wants a bigger cut of the pie? Oh my God, my brain is spinning a million miles an hour just thinking about the possibilities. Basically, Victor thinks he controls absolutely everything and everyone, but you cannot control a rabid dog forever. What if Matt realizes he holds the ultimate leverage over the great Victor Newman? Look at me. I am basically writing unhinged fan fiction in my head at 3 a.m. Whoa, I've really gone off chasing butterflies into another dimension again. I seriously need to calm down before my heart gives out. Bringing the signal back, let's stick to the script. Right now, Matt is completely terrifyingly loyal, and Kane is completely, utterly screwed. The reality of the situation is incredibly bleak, and honestly, I don't see any easy way out for Kane. Listen, the ripple effect of this kidnapping is going to be absolutely monumental. Basically, when people start noticing that Kane is completely missing, the panic is going to set in like a virus. Lily is going to tear the entire city apart looking for him. Um, the police are going to be involved, but Victor will have already bought off half the force, erased the security footage, or planted brilliant false evidence to make it look like Kane just skipped town to avoid his problems. Honestly, Victor's foresight is terrifying. He has basically anticipated every single counter move before anyone even knows they are playing a game. Suddenly, the entire city is caught in a massive web of lies, and Victor is the spider holding all the threads. This is peak television. I am literally sweating just thinking about the fallout. Um, Look, we also need to address Kane's absolute raw desperation. Basically, as the days bleed together in that dark room, Kane is going to have to dig deep into his own shady dark past just to survive. Honestly, Kane is a survivor at his core. Um, he has been through the ringer before, but he has never faced anything remotely like this. Will he try to physically escape? Will he try to psychologically manipulate Matt? The mental chess match happening inside that holding cell is going to be epic. Basically, Kane knows that if Victor actually wanted him dead, he would already be dead. So Victor clearly wants something else. He wants total submission. He wants a broken confession. He wants absolute unconditional surrender. And honestly, watching Kane fight tooth and nail against that inevitable breaking point is breaking my heart. But I absolutely cannot look away. Okay. Basically, I need to wrap this up before my heart literally explodes out of my chest and I collapse onto my keyboard. Honestly, this storyline is a total game changer for the entire series. It is a major flex by the writers, proving they can still deliver absolutely unhinged, high-stakes, heart-pounding drama. Victor using Matt to kidnap Kane for revenge is the most ruthless, compelling, and utterly devastating plot we have seen in years. Please tell me I'm not the only one losing my mind over this. I need you guys in the comments right now. I need the digital hive mind to validate my existential collapse because I cannot carry this psychic damage alone. Look, we are in this chaotic mess together. We are riding this insane wave until the very bitter end. Stay tuned because the fallout from this is going to be absolutely nuclear, and I will be right here, severely sleep deprived and screaming into the void to break it all down for you.
Thank you for watching my video. I will be updating regularly with the latest news, so please remember to subscribe to my channel to support me.